they're already saying that, well, signaling that it could perhaps be a complete unmitigated disaster. Already, they're saying this already, that this could just be an absolute disaster. And similar to like the Iowa caucus, they think that it could be like the Iowa caucus. So Politico has this piece where they say that volunteers have been complaining of poor training and that the vote reporting system was really adopted on the fly, and that a number of caucus volunteers have been raising serious concerns about how all of the preparations have been rushed. I don't know how that happens because they know a year in advance when this stupid thing's going to be held. So why is anything rushed? The only reason that anything's rushed is if everybody sit on their butts and they didn't do anything to prepare in advance. Of course, they are Democrats. So, I mean, you just take from that what you will. So they say that it's the system's rushed. Party officials were scrambling to streamline this reporting system that they have. They're trying to, get this, I'm not even making this up. They're going to have Google Docs that they have their forms published through, and the link is saved on their iPad. Yeah. They said, well, they had some apps that they were going to use, but after everything that happened in Iowa, they don't want to use this app anymore. Maybe it's because they didn't test the stupid app in Iowa. Maybe it's because everyone sat with their thumbs up their butts and they didn't do anything for, again, it's like, you know that this is going to take place. You know that every 4 years there's a general election, and that every 4 years before a general election, you're going to have caucuses and primaries. In all of the same states, all 50, they all have caucuses and primaries. And the same group of states has the same caucuses every year. And the same other group of states have the same primaries every year. And guess what? Newsflash, it's run the exact same way every single 4 years. So how, in the love of all things holy, are you unprepared? Jiminy, and these people want to run your life. I wouldn't let them run the hose in my yard. So they've been raising these concerns. Party officials said that they have forms made in Google Docs, but Kane, the link is saved on the iPad, so no worries. This sounds foolproof. Foolproof being the operative word. I mean, fools can still mess it up, really. No. But they said that the party has not at all provided any training on how to utilize the form on Google that is going to compile all of the vote totals. I'm so glad I don't have to go to Nevada. I feel so glad that I am not one of the people on television that I always had to go to a studio. I didn't have to actually go to the state. Can you imagine? Jiminy Christmas. And then, oh, by the way, when the volunteers were given presentations on this by, I guess, other party leaders, when Nevada volunteers were given, when there were presentations that were given, they said that they actually didn't even bring up the iPads until more than halfway through the presentation. I think that having it on record, how many people are voting for what candidate, that's kind of the whole point of this whole damn thing, right? Okay, so why is it that apparatus was not introduced until more than halfway? And they didn't talk to just like one caucus goer, and they didn't talk to just two caucus goers, and they didn't talk to just three caucus goers. They talked to a handful of caucus goers, and all of the caucus goers were saying all of the caucus same thing. So, yeah. Yeah, so this is where we are, everybody. This is where we're at. So just take it for what it's worth, because I'm telling you what, this is all so incredibly ridiculous. So I think that we're going to have the same thing in Nevada that we saw in Iowa. I really think that that's where we're going.